Now what we are trying to do is we are trying to add this property onto Google Analytics and then generate a tracking ID for this property. Okay. Now how do we go ahead? The same way we go to settings. Fine. What you have done is you have just created a version property onto analytics. But if I already have some properties listed on Google Analytics and I want to list a new property onto analytics, how do I do it? Okay. Now that's what I'm showing you. I go to settings. Okay. Under settings, I have other. I click on other. Fine. So this is the page for other settings. In this, you can see I have something called Google Analytics. Got the point? Now this asks some analytics web page ID, property ID and all. Okay. To get this, what I do is I open my blog in the preview. This is the preview of my blog. What I do is I just copy this link. I do not copy the HTTPS part. I copy this link. I go to analytics. Once a property, some properties are listed on an analytics, this is how your page will look. Okay. In that case, how do I follow? Remember this path. I go to the admin tab at the bottom. Okay. This boy. आपके पीछे. आप ही ने पूछा था. Now listen. Now I go to this admin tab. In the admin tab, you can see यहाँ मेरा account है. Okay, my account is Rajesh Dorwala. Likewise, यहाँ पर you can see a blue tab in the second column. In that, I click on Create Property tab. I click on this. Again, it will throw a similar form that you have already filled. Right? You had filled a similar. So I will just write the same kind of details, digital marketing tutorials. Then my website URL, I just convert it into HTTPS and paste my URL. Okay. And industry category, it is, for me, it is job and education. In your case, just follow as per the nature of your business. And reporting time zone, it is India. Fine. Now I have this get tracking ID. I click on this get tracking ID. Okay, it is success now. I'll get a tracking ID for this. Okay, so Google has provided me with a tracking ID. I simply copy this tracking ID. Okay, and I go to my blog, and here you can see analytics web property ID. I paste my tracking ID over here. Fine. Then I say save settings. That's it. Now my new property is listed onto my Google Analytics. Okay. I just go and check whether it is listed. I go to my home. You can see now it has become digital marketing tutorials. Okay. So as and when traffic starts coming, the data starts getting generated. Got the point? So I can just check. And one more very important question that you may sometimes encounter in Viva also. What is the maximum number of properties that I can add on Google Analytics? For one account, listen, for one account it is 50. Okay. So I may have multiple accounts, but for one account, I can have 50. Got the point? Yep. One second. Let me finish. 1 second. Give me one. So the last thing that I can see now, you can see I have gone to the admin tab. Okay, and I have this tab in the center. Okay, property settings. just before that, you can see there is a drop down. It gives me the list of all the properties. Okay. Again, you have the middle column, that is the second column, where it is mentioned as property. You can see it is mentioned digital marketing tutorials, and beside that there is a drop down. If I click on that, it will show all the properties that are connected to my Google Analytics account. Okay, so I right now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and maybe another 6. Okay, so 6 properties are connected to my Google Analytics. So I just wanted to check whether the new one is connected or not. Okay, so this is how you connect, get the tracking ID, and paste it into your blogger, right? That's it for analytics.